welcome back to Better Than Yesterday. My name is Michael Janssen van Rensburg, and as always I'm joined by my good friend Daniel Hammond. And today we are here to talk to you guys about the topic of balancing your social life with your studies when you are a student. Daniel, how's things been going for you, man?
Bro, it's been going good. I've been thinking a lot about going into the second year. So obviously Mike and I have finished our first year in 2021. So now in 2022 it's our second year, and I think I can speak for both of us when I say we're pretty excited to go in and experience what the changes are. We're going to go into depth with our studies, bro. And I think that this year we should just also implement like a more balanced lifestyle, joining in the university's activities, not just focusing on studies. We should have a social life, go out with our friends,
Definitely, man.
and just have fun, experience our second year.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think it's a big struggle for anyone who's doing the whole university walk of life. There's this big temptation the whole time of, okay, so you've signed up for this 3-year thing that you've got to put a lot of time into, but you're also in a place where there's a whole bunch of young people and all trying to have fun. So there's always that pull of social life versus obviously trying to do really well in your degree and that kind of thing. So you've got to learn to balance it, and that's what we're going to be trying to talk to you guys about. With what we've experienced, and try and give some advice. So man, how was it like for you in terms of your first year of studies? How did you go about balancing that kind of stuff? Is there anything you think you could have done better?
Yeah, so I could have definitely done the social part better. So I was mainly focused on studying, just keeping my head in the books, and I think that it took quite a strain on me mentally, because I obviously didn't have a way of releasing my stress. Well, I did with athletics and so on, but after I left that and I wasn't going to training anymore, I was just at home stuck studying, and then afterwards I would probably watch some series or so, but I felt like there was something more that I could have done. So I think what I'd like to do better now this year is obviously still prioritize my studies, because I think that's what you go to university for. But I also need to prioritize improving myself socially, networking with people, because you don't know who you know that you're going to work with in the future. So I would definitely say I would like to go and socialize a bit more, plan more events, do some hiking, going to the movie with friends, going out one night to a party or whatever, bro. But not just focused on my books, but having a way and an outlet of letting that stress and that tension out.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. I would say similar, I guess, for me in my first year. I'd say for myself, I sort of went through a couple of phases. So in the beginning, I think I was very focused. I probably was more on the side of just being focused on studies the whole time. Didn't have much of a social life going on. At the time, we had a bit of a lockdown here in South Africa, so I was just, most of the time just doing my stuff online, finishing my hours for the day, and then, wasn't getting that social interaction. Mm-hmm. And then a bit later on into the year, actually, I made a few new friends, actually, and I started pushing more into the social life, and I probably went a little bit too far back to that side, and I think that was in the third term of my first year of college. And my grades sort of suffered a little bit that term, I noticed, because I was just spending a lot more time. It wasn't anything too bad, but I started spending a lot more time going out and wasn't quite as focused. I was just focusing on having fun, prioritizing that over the studies, unfortunately, for that period of time. So I think for myself now, I just want to. I think in the fourth term I balanced it out quite well, because I noticed that in the third term. So that how I did it right at the end of the year, that's how I'm planning to take it into my second year as well. Is I was able to still have a lot of fun and make good memories. Keep on meeting new people, like you say. But also my grades didn't suffer at all, which I was quite happy about. So I sort of went through both sides, I would say, and definitely got to say that having the balanced side is the best, because you really do have enough time. I mean, as a student, and especially when you're young, you've got a lot of energy. This is what they say. So I feel like capacity is something that's a bit of a muscle. So you got to learn, you got to practice that thing of having enough time to do your studies and then also see your friends afterwards. At first, it might feel like you don't have enough time to do anything, but really, if you start planning things out nicely, like you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a good way to do it. It's different based on your schedule, but I think like probably as well, another thing that comes into it as a student is budgeting. We're all on like a relatively tight budget, so if you're spending all your time out doing social things, you're probably going to be, emptying your budget very, very soon in the month. So
definitely, bro.
I think going out is one of the things that you probably need to do like once, maybe twice a week, and the rest of the days, I think it's a good idea when someone asks you out and you have a test the next day, probably shouldn't be going for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's something that in the third term, like a few times I had exams the next day, but I wasn't even studying for them. I was just like going out. So I think you've got to learn to like say no,
Yeah.
Because once you start making new friends, they're going to be asking you out all the time. They're going to be saying, "Hey man, come out with this Friday. Come out with this on Saturday." And you got to have the ability to sometimes be like, "No, I've got to study for my test, which is on Monday."
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of like some advice that I would give for sure.
Okay, cool, bro. Because I was just gonna ask you like how you balance it out in the fourth term, but I think you explained it pretty well. And
Thanks, man.
yeah, so I think with our channel and Better Than Yesterday, it's all about trying to be a well-rounded human being in like society. So it's not just about being book smart and having your head in the books, having the theoretical knowledge, because I don't think that's gonna be beneficial if you don't know how to apply it. So, even when you study, there's some things that you can apply during your social life just to sort of practice how you're going to do it once you get into the job,
It's good.
So I think, and definitely with confidence and speaking up for yourself, you need to go out there and put it into practice. Like you said, it's definitely a muscle, being well-rounded socially, knowing how to start conversations, how to keep conversations going. You need to put it into practice because at home, obviously, you have no one to talk to. You're just with yourself, and it's like you remain in this comfort zone. You isolate yourself from the rest of everyone else. So then you definitely need to go out and open yourself up, meet new people, and especially with this era during COVID where we were basically online. So even though we were studying, where you would usually meet people at school in the classroom and interact a bit, now that interaction is gone. So you're just online at home, totally away from everyone else. Obviously, you could communicate via the computer, like the screen, but it's not the same. Like you need to be in contact with people face to face, talking to them, asking them how their day is going. Because what I noticed is, while I was doing the online during my second semester, I would tend to just stay home and I don't know. Sometimes I would spend most of my free time with my family members then, but not peers my age. And I would say it kind of had my social skills slacking because I wasn't used to communicating with people my age anymore. So once I came to Cape Town, I noticed that I kind of struggled socializing, and I definitely need to work on it. So that's why we decided to also have this podcast today, just to tell other people our experiences and how you can do better, how you can fix those problems, and always know that you can improve. You must just be aware of where you slack, where your negative aspects are, where your shortcomings are, and then you improve on those. I think that's something really good to be able to be honest with yourself and tell yourself, okay, no, I see I have sort of a problem here, but I can improve it. So that's why I totally want to go out a bit more this year, just socialize more, just to keep that social muscle going and not get unfit in that aspect, bro.
Definitely.
So tell us a bit more about this year, how you're excited and looking forward to it, and what you expect.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's a good question, bro. I think second year is going to hold a lot of exciting things for us. Definitely now that we have all of that experience built up from the first year, we know, what to do and what not to do in terms of going out too much, not going out enough. Obviously both of those things are very healthy. So it's something, like you said, that you need to be keeping fit in. So yeah, I think second year, what I'm excited for is definitely to learn a lot of new things. I think in my degree itself, definitely, I think there'll be a lot of new things that I'm going to be learning. Obviously, second year it starts getting more practical and a bit more advanced. So that's why I definitely don't want to slack away at all from my studies, because I'm actually interested in the stuff I'm going to be learning. So excited to get into all of those new subjects and that kind of stuff. But also, I think I've like I said, I've made a lot of new friends in the past few months in terms of people that I can go out with and that kind of stuff. And I'm actually looking to meet more, because my university is going to be more blended learning this year, where I'll be going onto the campus actually quite a bit more. Okay. So I'll maybe be able to make like some new friends that are actually like fellow classmates of mine, So that would be great, like meeting people that are also like taking the same degree as me, and hopefully we can make a lot of good memories. And man, that's what I'm looking forward to, definitely.
Yeah.
How about you?
So dude, I'm happy to hear that you're excited to learn more and just go onto that university experience full on, and that you can have more of a blended learning where you go into campus more and meet more people. So I think I'm pretty excited as well. I'm looking forward to the subjects that I'm going to have this coming semester, our third semester. I've already looked into it, and the names look pretty interesting. So
awesome.
I can't wait to learn more about that, and also to meet new people, because obviously there's going to be first years coming in, so there's new people coming into the university as well. Some people leave, some people come. So I'm definitely excited to be able to go into my second year and go stay in Windhoek as well, in our city in Namibia, bro.
Awesome.
And then so I'll be staying at like a student residence or some private place. So I'll be in town there, and there'll be more socializing to be done there, and I'll be out of my parents' house. So I'm excited to be more independent as well again. I think I enjoy that, and it feels like I'm going forward just to take on those sort of responsibilities, bro. Sure. And definitely I want to just also talk about the benefits of being able to go out and socialize. So obviously when you go out socializing, you're going to have a lot of fun. So you will probably release a lot of stress and tension you have from studying, because obviously it does get overwhelming sometimes. And it's just a way of being able to release those feelings and just also give yourself that reward of saying, maybe you did well in a test, maybe you've been attending your classes and you've been waking up early, and so you're just like, okay, cool, so you've done that, you've disciplined yourself. So now you can go out and have fun for one night. And I think, like you said, maybe 2 times a week. I think I'll be like once a week or so.
Awesome.
But so it's a way of rewarding yourself. It's a way of letting out that steam. And that's basically the most important benefits of going out and socializing,
Definitely, man. Like you said, I think there's so many benefits to that kind of thing. I think the only cons is when it just becomes, too much. I think that's the thing, like too much of a good thing. Obviously, when you start spending too much time going out, having too much to drink, every night, you might come home from a night out feeling quite hungover, the next day, and it's just a cycle that can sometimes lead you down the wrong path. So man, that's why you got to keep things balanced, and I think that's been a good topic for today's video, man.
Definitely, bro.
Hopefully some listeners out there can relate. So I'm sure a lot of you guys also studying and might have studied already, and I'm sure you can, look back and sort of relate to what we've been talking about. So man, in terms of the vlog that we uploaded the other day, it's been cool to see quite a few people have been enjoying that video so far. It's been getting quite a lot of likes and that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that kind of content. I wish, unfortunately, if me and Daniel lived in the same place, I'm sure we'd be making vlogs like that all the time. But we try to make the most of like the time that we had together here to make as much content for you guys as possible. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. Let us know what you guys have been thinking of all the content that we've been doing recently. And we're definitely going to be recording 1 or 2 more podcasts definitely before Daniel leaves.
So, and yeah, we've recently hopped onto the YouTube Shorts as well, so you guys can go check out some of our content there. And yeah, let us know what you think about our BTY Raw, which is the vlog style.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be making more of those this year.
Yeah.
A couple here and there. We'll just see how we integrate it from Namibia to South Africa. And we'll figure out a way to make it work.
Sure.
And yeah, definitely, if you guys enjoyed this video and you related to this topic today, know that there's some other topics as well which you can check out. Videos that we've done before on the financial part, budgeting as well, investing, how you can make some money as a student or make your money accumulate and grow. And then definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
That's it from us. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.